Penny's room. Alright, hold on a second. I did want to look at the relationship chart thingy again. Let's look at this lady. Pandora Pointer. And Buck Brackley. Okay, fiance. Okay. And then Poppy. Primrose Pointer. So they're like cousins? If Pandora Pointer and Primrose Pointer were sisters, we'll have to look at the family tree thing later. And Fitz is a fellow, right? Fiance. Okay. Right, right. Flora, Felix. Close friends, both of them. Oh shit, I wanted to keep looking at that. Felicia Fellow and Damien Dusk. Right, right, right. These two were, wait, which two of them were cousins? I forget who. I think these two might be cousins, and then Freya, Felicia Fellow were cousins with Fifi? Because Flora had sisters, right? No, Flora Fellow was, right, it was Felix that had brothers. Flint Fellow, and this one's father was, no wait, something was Flint Fellow. Okay. Okay. Alright. The relationships is the charts or whatever is always gonna be hard for me to keep track of. Look at these. Even her room has like a shit ton of birds, all color themed, except for this little guy.
That's a big window. Looks like nature invited itself in.
That
Rude.
It did. Rude nature. At least not. Nature goes where nature pleases. It's our job to get nature back a hat.
Ever get the feeling you're being watched?
The mannequins don't have eyes, though.
That's not a comforting sentence.
A little cage.
This is the fanciest room so far.
I mean, I really like it, the little staircase leading up to that.
Too
It's cute.
fancy.
What
I mean,
does that mean?
It's not too fancy. I mean, Fifi's room had glass chandeliers.
I don't know.
2 of them. So I don't know how you can get fancier than that.
A little tea set. Looks recently used.
One of the cups has tea in it.
The other
What's
one?
in the other one?
Poison.
Birdseed.
Oh, it's birdseed. Oh, because her only friends are birds. She's so lonely.
A little bedtime reading.
Let's see. Romance novels, detective novels, and
What?
this one appears to be both.
Nice.
Romance and detective.
That bed. It's like some...
From a fairy tale.
Does it
Oopsies.
feel warm over here? Or is it just me?
No, you're right. Maybe the bed has some kind of heater.
It's not coming from the bed. It's coming from the wall.
The wall's warm? Paint's peeling on the wall. It's a secret room. Something's behind the wall. Knock it down. Knock down the wall. Something's behind the wall, and that's warm. Underneath, maybe move all these boxes. It's underneath the
Traveling
bed.
cases.
There's a secret thing.
Indeed.
Something's happening here.
All of them.
Unless, let's look at the thing. There's something here. It's a secret room. There has to be. I mean, there's a garden, so there must be something here, right? This is an aquarium that goes supposedly upwards. Something is here, and it's a secret room, and I can't be convinced otherwise.
That might be the most pointless staircase I've ever seen.
I mean, there could have been a little ladder, but the staircase is kind of worth it to get up to there. I mean, you didn't need to have this little platform, but...
It's a birdhouse.
Are those real birds?
Oh, hold on. Is this a puzzle? Oh my god, it is.
Nope. They're wooden.
They're wooden beds.
They're using up all the perches. What if a real bird wanted to use it?
You don't think that's what this is for? Swap the positions of the 7 birds. Does it have to do with where they're looking, or their mouths, or their eyes, or the colors? This could happen. This could do with a lot of things. Is it a color thing? Okay, red and white would make pink. Right, no, I don't think it can't be a color thing because none of these colors would work like that, would they? No. Yeah, no, they wouldn't work like that. So it's not a color thing. I don't think it's a beak thing. Some of these have similar beaks, unless it is a beak thing. Okay, and then these two. The squinty one. Maybe it's like this. There's an unlock thing. I don't
Nope.
know.
There
Nope.
must be some logic to how the birds are arranged. Something to do with those white lines.
Yeah, the white lines. Which is like... Okay, so this guy's looking left, this guy's looking right. This guy's looking dead fucking center. Alright.
Nothing.
I think the birds are...
I guess that's
It's a
wrong.
family tree.
It's a family tree.
The
The
colors
colors
and
and the eyes combine as they go down the family line.
You'll need to start with blue and yellow at the top.
Okay, so if you keep going and you fuck up so much, they'll give you more and more hints. Okay, so it is blue and yellow at the top, so I was right. So I was right in that regard, at least. Blue and yellow would make the green, right? And then what? Green and white would make the lighter green. And then these would make, like, the brown. This is it. And then, like, this circle down this way. The line like that. The squinty. Yeah, this works.
No, that was it.
Boom.
Nice work.
Boom.
Did the door open? What's in there?
So they keep on giving you, now I'll get her? Whoa, holy shit. That's incriminating. Holy shit. But it's got flower petals. A red piece of paper crumpled into red flower petals found in the inside. A message is angrily scrawled in the paper. Now I'll get her. Freya? Or is it a Poppy thing? Maybe Poppy and Fitz are having an affair. Maybe they're not just friends. Maybe it is an affair. Or it's Freya. It's Freya and this is suspicious. Alright, this plant. Oh wait, this thing down here
Anything
first.
in there?
Bed sheets.
That's not even remotely suspicious.
Could be, if there's something wrapped in the bed sheets. Or if the
That's
bed sheets have
some
recently
flower.
changed.
There's something weird about it.
It looks like it's wilting.
It just feels out of place.
It does. A brightly colored flower with unusual shape. It looks very healthy and well looked after. Oh, go say it looks healthy. The soil in the pot looks fresh and moist. It's also an unusual blue color. Okay, so it's blue. Oh, I think it's for her. And like it looks like her because like this is the hair and then these are her weird long bird arms, right? So maybe he did love her because he gave her this, right? Just like thinking of you. You know, and the only way he knows how. So maybe they are just friends. Something's happening here. Maybe they just need to recollect and needs to be a polyamorous situation. Probably not. I don't know, Penelope doesn't seem like the type. Alright. Also, she really doesn't like Poppy. Alright, let's keep going. To the last room. To meet the last suspect. Oh wow, an astronomer. Lots of professions in this family. Also, there's like leaves and stuff blown in here. Is he the one that leaves muddy footprints everywhere and he's the one that went into Freya's room? No, but muddy footprints could also mean the gardener guy. Fitz could have gone to the room.
There's something kinda disappointing about this room.
In what way?
I just expected a bit more from an astronomy tower.
Oh, does it not compare to all the other astronomy towers you've been to?
Yeah. I mean, look at all the space theme. Like, it's got space on the fucking top.
Pretty.
It's got, like, these windows.
It's too cloudy to see any stars right now.
It's also daytime.
It's also daytime. No, it's also day.
It's too cloudy.
It's also daytime.
Okay, this model.
You know, I've always wanted one of those.
A planet model.
A mechanical solar system? What would you do with it?
I would look at it.
And let's do that right now. Of course, it's
Wait
a
a
puzzle.
minute.
Of course. Wait a minute, it's a puzzle.
Earth in the middle, sun on the outside.
Hmm.
How old is this thing?
Yeah, very old. The Earth's the center of the world thing. Rotate the 5 planets. The sun and moon around the middle. And the moon around the middle. Okay, okay. Oh, interesting. With shadows? What is happening here? Oh, wow. Holy shit. Okay, so it's got to be with the lines, right? Helping create whatever the lines happening here. Okay, so that looks right, right? That's like a triangle, but it's not the right kind of triangle we need. Okay, hold on. That's starting to look like something. We're gonna triangulate the positions. Okay, that just... Okay. We're getting there, we're getting there. Boom, and then move this around. Boom. Okay, that's the first one. That's the first triangle. That's already complete the second triangle with the Earth there. The sun and the moon are in the correct positions. Now we just triangulate triangles. Okay, hold on. Okay, the sun and the Earth. Something is wrong. There we go, that's wrong. Okay, okay, we're getting it, Let's get it. Oh, then that's like that. Perfect, we've done it. Right? Yeah, that's it, that's the one.
I got it.
Boom.
I'm impressed. Did you hear that? Something unlocked.
Mm-hmm.
There's a little hatch underneath?
Classic.
What's in there?
A bunch of paper. Looks like somebody's research.
Research. On bugs. Various research notes and diagrams. The golden beetle, named for its exoskeleton composed of mineral approximately 90% identical to gold, has a lifespan of several years. It fends off predators with a loud hiss. Records of over 95 decibels. Is that loud? Do you think that's what could have cracked it? The thingy? I don't know how loud that is. I don't know the decibel system. But if it's loud, could have a beetle have been in the room and cracked the things with the loudness? How loud it was? And by being completely undigestible. This misted... Okay, so the bird is a misted too. They cannot be related. It's got to be like a very rare creature or something. It's called a misted. I mean, in the first game, there was like the Order who was hunting mythical creatures. So maybe mistids are just the running theme. A misted is what they're called now. It has a somewhat spurious reputation for causing ill fortune to those that see it. Interesting. Interesting. Bet you if Freya saw it. But then again, you don't write ill fortune on a beetle. And this one has IV on it, which is 4. So this is what, the 4th one they've seen? And AU is the thingy for gold. Is the element thing for gold. AG is silver and AU is gold. I remember that because silver in French is argent. So that's AG, and then AU. I just remember it. I think of which is also gold in French, but it said there's an A in there. All right. Interesting. So he was doing research on a golden beetle? Is that why all the entomology books are gone and the bird books as well in the library? I mean, it feels like you have an active birder in the household. And these people seem to be interested about bugs. You might have more bird or bug books. Either that or Fifi specifically kept them out of the library.
What is it?
Ah, it's clearly some kind of large device.
You're not wrong.
For like the planet and like a moon, but like each of these is like, unless this world specifically has 2 moons, it's a different world.
It's tidier than my desk.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, the notebook is untouched. It's completely blank.
Interesting.
So, even the most well-used notebooks start off blank.
Wait, hold on. Let's look at the page. Is that in their thing again? The page? Was this ripped out? No, it doesn't look like it's been ripped. I was saying it could have been ripped out of because the book in the aviary had the page seemed to have been ripped out.
It's a chart of the solar system. Which planet are you from, Sally?
Haha. Books?
It's tidier than my notebook.
So, even the
Okay,
most
okay. What's with the
well-used
photograph?
A picture frame.
Okay, here we go.
with no picture.
Oh, no picture.
It's tidier than my notebook.
So, even the
Okay,
most
okay.
well-used
A chair?
It's tidier than my
Okay,
So,
notebook.
even the most
okay.
well-used notebook.
Books?
A Spyglass to the Stars. Volumes 1 to 12.
They're in very good condition.
All right, somebody dusts in here. At least that's good.
A bell jar. It's empty.
What do people normally keep in bell jars?
Other
Maybe
than
he wants
bells,
to
you
keep
mean?
the beetle there, trap the beetle. All right.
Trinkets.
They're clearly gizmos.
Trinkets and gizmos.
Let's at least introduce ourselves before touching his telescope.
No, let's touch his
Always a
telescope
good
first.
roll.
I mean, we've been investigating people's room before we touch them every single time. I mean, we touch all their things before we even talk to them every single time. We unlocked their boxes in front of them. Hawkshaw's box that we unlocked was right next to her. I don't know why this happens right now. All right, dude, what up?
Shh,
You're the
listen.
last suspect,
Do you hear
I think.
them?
Unless
The
somebody's in a hidden room
stars.
somewhere.
They're whispering. So
Oh wow, are you
quiet,
Sigma?
And yet, so
I hear the
loud.
melody of the universe.
What are they whispering about?
So quiet,
Are they
yet
spreading rumors
so
about
loud.
us?
I shouldn't think they concern themselves with such insignificance. We are but specks of dust, you and I.
Mm-hmm.
Specks of
Could the speck of dust
stardust.
start by telling me his name?
You find yourself standing in the astronomy tower of one Professor Percival Pointer.
Percival Pointer. The
Seems like this
alliteration is
tower
still
belongs to the
strong.
Pointers, and the other one belongs to the fellows.
Well observed, my dear. Tangle Tower is something of a duality, as it happens. Meaningless boundaries, really. They exist only in our minds.
Helpful.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, and I wanted to hear that last part
Listen,
again. I
you
wasn't quite
stars.
listening.
So,
What are they spreading rumors?
I shouldn't think they concern themselves. We are but
Mhm.
You find yourself standing.
Seems like this tower belongs to the Pointers, and the other one belongs to the fellows.
Mm-hmm.
Well observed, my dear. Tangle Tower is something of a duality.
Oh, of a
as it
duality,
happens.
yes, quite.
Meaningless boundaries, really. They exist only in our minds.
I mean,
Helpful.
no, they exist physically as well. There's literally 2 towers. All right. Yourself.
Me? Not much to say.
What is happening with your
Strictly
hat?
Speaking, I'm the current head of the Pointer family. And of course,
No, is that-
father
oh, no,
to
it's
my
his
precious
hair.
Poppy.
I think.
And a professional astronomer?
Okay, so he's
Oh,
Poppy's
no,
father.
That's just a little hobby.
It looks like he's wearing
I mean,
sorry, it
yes,
looked like
I've
he's wearing a
studied the
roof for his
stars
hat,
for
but I
over
think that
35
might
years,
be his
published
hair. Like he has like an
17 books.
undercut,
Just a little.
and he just has
hobby.
like a
Sounds
really
like you're quite
dorky.
well known. You must bring
hairstyle?
in a good amount of money.
Oh dear me, no. My field of research has never yielded any kind of stable financial return. Nor would I expect it to. I am nothing but a humble interpreter for the cosmos,
Then-
working to translate its message. so
Then
that I
his
may
wife
share
probably
it
made
with
all the money.
world.
Cool.
And then his
Tell the
wife
cosmos I
left,
say
and now he's
hi.
just been living on the Fellows' dime. Yesterday.
The day began as any other, with blissful, unremarkable routine. I
Mhm.
took my usual morning walk around the gardens. Fresh air does wonders for the mind.
Did you see
anyone
Fitz out
else?
there?
Penelope and Fitz were in the greenhouse.
there we go, there we
together.
go.
I didn't bother them, of course. I sat for
Okay,
a
that
while
checks.
besides the pond in the garden. It's a favorite
Penelope
spot of
did,
mine.
Penelope did say she
Eventually,
visits
I
it out in
returned to
the
my
thing.
tower and buried myself in my studies for the afternoon.
Did you use your telescope yesterday?
Once the stars began to appear, naturally.
For how long?
I can't say. I've been known to lose
So it was
hours
murdered in
at
the
my
evening
telescope.
when the stars
Did
were
you
first
see
coming
anything?
out?
No actual discoveries, if that's what you mean.
So you were all alone up in the astronomy tower. Must have been a while before you found out what had happened to Freya.
Quite.
Mhm.
Normally, I would be the last to find out about such a thing. But a curious tug of fate led me towards the fellow tower later that evening.
Oh. Tell me what happened.
I was at my telescope for
Okay.
the majority of the evening, but at one point I returned to my desk to look something up in a reference book. I couldn't find the book I wanted, so I figured Fiona must have borrowed it. I left my tower and headed down towards the Grand Hall.
Okay.
I
You were gonna go to
spotted
the
Detective
library?
Hawkshaw coming out of the library.
Because that's where the books
She
were?
looked impatient and slightly frustrated.
Same as ever then?
Same as
Quite.
ever.
I passed her by and
Quite.
went upstairs to Fiona's room. The door was locked, but I could hear shouting coming from inside. I recognized Fiona's voice as well as the voice of my own daughter. I had
Okay,
no
so they were in an
desire to
argument
invade their
because
privacy
Poppy
by
was just like, they're gonna
eavesdropping.
die.
So I waited
I
for
mean,
them
sorry,
to
not that
finish
they're
and
gonna
come
die.
out
Freya
into
was
the
dead.
hall. Before I could ask
Wait,
about the book,
okay.
Poppy grabbed my hand and took me upstairs along with Fiona. It was apparent that both of them had already been crying about something. We went up to Flora's tower.
Okay, so
Freya
Poppy
was
had
laying
been
on her
crying
back,
too.
right in the middle of the room. Flora and Fitz were already there. They both looked stoic as ever.
Okay, does that check?
Felix and Penny arrived shortly after we did, and then Fiona went downstairs with Poppy for some reason.
How long
I quickly decided
was
that I
Felix
should leave
in
also.
Fitz's
I
room?
took Penelope
I
with
mean, there's
me,
not a
and we
lot to
both
see
went
there,
back to
right?
our rooms in Pointer Tower.
Why did you leave so quickly? Wasn't there anything you could have done to help?
Don't take this the wrong way, but the whole ordeal is fellow family business. I'm quite sure they don't need me getting in the way at a time like that.
I mean, that's true. That's true. You know, leave the family to mourn. All right, Flora.
A listless soul drifting through
What are you
the
doing with your
ether.
hands, sir?
What's wrong with her?
Not sure. She's always been troubled. Comes from a dysfunctional family.
Oh
I'd
wow,
say you
this
could
guy's
ask
just
her
like,
about it, but,
the barriers
I
between
think
us
you might
are
find that to be a
made
bit
up.
of a
But then
dead
he's
end.
just like, a dead end. Wow, holy shit. Also, that's kind of rude, especially considering the case involves somebody who's just died. Anyway, this guy's just like, the barriers between us are all made up, man. But that dysfunctional family, I dislike them.
He should learn to make the most of his lot in life. And he does have a lot in life.
You're talking about money?
He's got a lot in
Among
life.
other things, but yes, he currently has agency over a small
Okay, so
fortune.
he is
That is,
he
if he
is
hasn't
leaving
already
on the
squandered it
fellow
or
dime. Is
lost
this
it.
about money?
You two don't get on?
Oh no, we're the best of friends.
Okay, maybe somebody murdered Freya so that when Felix and Flora die, the fortune will go to Fitz, who's a fellow who will be married to Poppy, so the money will go into with her shit. Right? Right? Maybe. We'll see. We'll see. There's a lot going on here.
Yes, the heiress of Tangle Tower. Goodness knows
Oh,
what'll
wait, no,
happen when
she's
she
the
takes
heiress.
charge. I dare say she'll confiscate my
Never mind.
telescope and replace it with a
Never mind.
microscope.
She doesn't seem to be the type to
Immediately
impress her
suspicions
will on
dashed.
others.
Still, keep an eye on her. Dangerously intelligent, that
You
one.
sound jealous. Wait, are you two science rivals?
Oh no, we operate on very different wavelengths. Literally.
Yeah. Let me just hear that one again.
Yes, the heiress of Tangle Tower. Goodness knows what'll happen when she takes charge. I dare say she'll confiscate my telescope and replace it with a microscope.
She doesn't seem to be the type to impress her will on others.
Still, keep an eye on her. Dangerously intelligent.
Yeah, I
that
mean, she's
one.
friends with an
You sound
artist and a
jealous.
musician,
Wait, are you two science
which are very
rivals?
artistic things.
Oh no.
So
we
she wouldn't be
operate
like,
on
no, don't do
very
that.
Different wavelengths. Literally.
Okay. Hawkshaw.
Hard to read, that one, but she seems to know what she's doing.
She's kind of mean.
You know, I
She's
simply
kinda
assumed
mean.
all detectives were sharp, rigorous, and thorough. Then, of course, I met you.
Wow. Rude. We are sharp and thorough. Maybe not necessarily rigorous, but whatever. Freya.
Nobody could deny her talent. She was remarkable, artistically gifted, but also highly intelligent.
Those two
Hawkshaw
things
also
aren't
said she was the
mutually
smartest
exclusive,
person
you
in
know.
the tower.
Was she ever interested in astronomy?
I don't think she was. The fault may well lie with me for failing to inspire her. But I think she was captivated by more tangible things here on Earth. My daughter loved her. Fiona, too. That said, in the last year or so, more and more I've begun to notice her by herself.
She
Wandering
did
the
seem to be
gardens at the most peculiar hours.
isolated.
She
Something
must
was
have
happening.
explored every inch of the grounds
It was the
100
bugs.
times over. Quite a restless spirit, I think.
Were they looking
I'm
for the golden
surprised
beetle?
She chose to live at Tangle Tower as
Did this
long
guy
as she
murder
did.
her because she found the golden beetle and he was looking for it? Oh my god. Right, but this pointer guy, he rumors has is that he's the one that hired Hawkshaw. Rumors that we heard from Penny that he's hired Hawkshaw to look for the beetle. Was this all about a beetle? Money and a beetle?
What do you want me to say? He's the gardener.
He's a member of the family.
Yeah, but not the Pointer family.
What happened to his parents, do you know?
His father, Flint, is Felix's brother. Strange man. Don't think anybody
Right, okay,
knows
yeah,
what
Fifi
happened
and-
to him, but he certainly doesn't live here anymore.
What about his mother?
Emily? I've not met her. She never actually married into the fellow family. Her relationship with Flint was, it was short-lived.
Oh. Okay. So yeah, so Fifi and Fitz are cousins. Right. And Penny and Poppy. Pointer cousins, other cousins. Could potentially also be a cousin because they're not siblings. Potential other cousin. Maybe. Yeah. You know, I don't know why some people are just like, we share a grandparent when they could just be like, we're cousins. You know, like everybody knows what a cousin is. It's simple.
Ah, Penelope, our resident ornithologist.
Penny's your niece, is that right?
At this moment in time.
Right.
Until she marries the gardener.
She'll still be your niece.
But she'll depart from the world
But
of
she'll
the
be a
Pointers
fellow,
and
and
join
therefore
the
she's
Fellows.
dead to me.
Like rats deserting a sinking ship.
Wow. Okay, so yeah, so the Pointers don't have a lot of money right now because this guy's wife left, and she was supposedly the bread maker because he's not making a lot on his astronomy.
I don't especially want to talk about myself. Introspection often leads to vanity.
Wait, does it?
Why don't
No,
we discuss
introspection
the moons
also
of Jupiter
leads to
instead?
better understanding of
I'm
yourself.
not sure if we have time. Aren't there like 10 of them?
And you know,
83.
Yeah, we don't have time.
that's a lot of moons. All right. So we talked to him about everybody. I talked to him about all the things. Tangle
So
Tower.
which one is Tangle Tower?
What's that?
There are two towers, right? Flora's tower and your astronomy tower.
Neither? Truly, I have no idea. You'd have to ask Flora.
She named the house?
The whole thing is a result of her squabbling with her family.
With Felix, you mean? Her husband?
No, her brother
Her
and
siblings,
sister,
the
and their
Remingtons.
father. The Remington family was a rather
Mhm.
tumultuous little unit, you see. I don't think Flora has spoken with any of them in over a decade. Not exactly a wealth of information, is it?
It's enough.
It's coming along.
A very old statue indeed. I'd recommend you leave it well alone.
Oh.
The poor fellow's in bad enough shape as it is.
Oh, something suspicious. This guy knows something about this harp.
Isn't the process of decay fascinating?
It's not really decaying. It's plastic.
It's becoming one with
This
nature.
guy
all the
seems
same.
very suspicious.
Where on earth did you find that?
It was in a bush outside, I think.
Curses,
someone
I
threw
told
it
him
away.
to burn
How
it.
peculiar.
How peculiar, especially since I told him to burn it. This guy's definitely the guy who sent this note. He's
Is this
suspicious.
important?
Possibly.
Okay.
I find that painting to be in rather bad taste.
Oh, yeah?
The knife with real blood on it? The whole thing is rather vulgar.
Mm-hmm.
Here's a thought. Do you suppose the paintbrush could be the murder weapon? After all, it was found at the scene, right next to Freya's body.
Did they not
Guess
find
it's
the knife
possible.
in the body? Were they just like, was she bleeding out? Was there no knife?
Pointer property originally, purloined by the fellows. Typical.
Wow. I don't think that's really typical of them, but alright. This guy's just like, the barriers between us. Fuck.
I
All
haven't
right.
seen that tape for a long time. Who broke it?
No idea.
Ah,
A
well,
beetle, I think.
possessions are fleeting, my friends.
Possessions are fleeting, but I will hold on this grudge to the fellows purloining any of my objects.
Curious little thing, isn't it? Do you know what she keeps in there?
Nothing.
Hides.
At the moment. It was empty when we opened it.
How bizarre.
Can't a woman keep an empty egg in
Bizarre.
her room?
The beetle was in it. The beetle was in it and got loose.
This looks a little rushed, even by Felix's standards.
At least he tried.
Yes, I suppose it's good for the old fellow to have a hobby. Keeps his mind from
I don't know why it
decaying,
was
you know.
rushed.
This is supposed to be Felix, is it?
I think so.
I see he's afforded himself considerable artistic license.
Wow.
Freya was well acquainted with the abstract, I'll say that much.
What does it
You think
look
it's
like
all...
to
I
you?
think it's abstract,
To
but I still
me,
think it's Hawkshot from the
It's
back.
a big, red thing.
What a fascinating interpretation.
He's right, though.
Alright.
It is a big red thing.
Mm-hmm.
Poppy's two closest friends. Freya looks so innocent there.
It's a shame I had to murder her. Y'all think Hawkshaw is a detective? She's a freaking assassin.
These were drawn by Freya.
She was
She
hired by
must have
Pointer
drawn that
Guy.
one of Hawkshaw rather recently.
I guess.
Like, Hawkshaw seems really spooky in that one as well.
What a precious photograph. She hasn't changed a bit, has she?
Who?
Oh, if you don't know, perhaps I don't either. Oh,
Perhaps
my.
I don't either.
This is the
Oh
first
dear.
piece that Primrose ever learnt on the piano. Primrose, that is Poppy's mother. She passed it
Okay.
down to Poppy when she started teaching her how to play.
Okay, so that's why it's
Poppy's piano
framed.
teacher
'cause
was her
it's
mother?
Of course. Warms my heart to know that after everything, Poppy still has it up on her wall. Curious creature, isn't it? Some sort of amphibious bipedal fishman.
Playing a trumpet.
Playing a trumpet, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you found a murder weapon?
Steady on.
I mean, it could
It's
be
just
a
a
murder
garden trowel.
weapon.
Looks like a weapon to
Steady
me.
on. Hold your horses. It could be a weapon.
Fitz seems rather keen to grow things like this in his greenhouse, doesn't he?
What's wrong with that?
Well, you can't eat it. Makes you wonder why he bothers at all.
By that logic, a lot of things are kind of pointless. I mean, you can't eat art.
What's this?
It looks like it might be a
You
telescope.
can't eat books, dude.
Thought you might know something about it.
Well, it certainly is a telescope. It has a part there to screw onto a tripod, you see?
Oh, it's a telescope?
It's rather small, though. I'm not sure you could see many stars with it.
No, probably not.
I think Hawkshaw said it was like a microscope, though.
A diary can be a wonderful outlet for an outpouring of one's soul.
How do you know it's a diary?
I suppose I don't, but it does look like a diary.
Mm-hmm.
That's a very old book, isn't it? Looks like someone could have taken better care of it.
I like the look
There's a lot
of
of
a
cogs
well-read
to this
book,
mystery.
better than one that's never been opened.
Ah, well put.
Like your books. Aha, aha.
That's rather a small cage for 3 birds, isn't it?
I
But
concur.
then, aren't we all trapped in a cage?
Wow, this guy.
Well now, that is most definitely none of my business. Quite possibly none of yours either.
No, it's 100% our business. Look at that.
What kind of flower is that?
We're not sure. I think it might be the only one of its kind.
Primrose would know. My wife was a floriculturalist. Best in the field. That's a
Oh.
flower joke, but she was.
Wow, she
Interesting.
liked music. She liked flowers. It feels like they're children. No, wait. Never mind. I keep because they both have purple hair. I keep thinking Poppy and Fitz are related, but they're not. Plus it looks like Poppy might have dyed her hair? Question mark? Question mark? Question mark? Anyway, maybe they were friends with, or she's the one that originally kept the greenhouse, and Fitz took it over.
So, we found some research. What's up with this golden beetle? Is this something you're studying?
I can't
He's an
help you,
astronomer.
I'm afraid.
Yes, you
I
can.
think it must be something left behind by a previous inhabitant of Tangle Tower. I'm not
Was
the
there
first
previous
scientist to ever
inhabitants?
walk these halls, you know.
Well, it wasn't in the halls. It was in your astronomy tower.
I know nothing about it. I plead the fifth. All right. Well, interesting. Interesting. Okay, now can we look at the... Oh, wait, hold on. We didn't ask him about Poppy.
My Poppy, my pride and joy. Exceptionally talented pianist from a young age. She... Hold on. Why is she on your list of suspects?
Because she's a suspect.
Oh, no. I can personally vouch for her innocence.
Okay.
She never... Well, the truth is, she loved Freya very dearly.
That doesn't mean
If you
she
don't
couldn't
mind
have
me asking,
murdered her.
What happened to Poppy's mother?
Primrose?
She left
was
me.
Flora's sister, a Remington by birth.
Oh, okay.
The playing field has never really been even since she left.
Where did she go?
Away. She went away.
She murdered? She went away. We buried her. Officially she did die, but you know. Alright, interesting. Because Flora, you know, she doesn't speak because of a traumatic incident. Was it because her sister, Primrose, whatever happened to her? Oh, what's this?
That's all the statements.
Oh, okay.
Let's go over them all.
Just yeah, well, fuck, let's go now and then we'll look at his telescope. Where are we looking over them? Oh, we're going way out here to look over them? Jesus, okay. Okay, in that case, send us back up to the tower. I didn't know we were gonna be going all the way out there. I need to look at this dude's telescope. Give me a fucking second. We have to talk to Poppy at some point, because to actually ask her about something suspicious. The telescope, dude?
Every astronomy tower needs a telescope.
I want to try.
Have a look. Move aside, punk. I want to look through your lens. Oh. Oh, holy shit. This looks out into the opposite tower.
You can see right into Flora's room.
Did he witness the murder?
Not by accident.
Yeah, the astronomy tower is a ruse.
I
He's
can
using
see
it to
Flora,
spy.
but she's not looking this way. She's looking up. Behind her is the backside of the easel holding Freya's unfinished painting.
Oh, maybe he couldn't see what happened because of the painting.
I can't really see anything behind it. Not
There we
from
go, there we
this
go.
angle.
It's that little plant Flora keeps on the window ledge.
Don't you think it would fall off? In the wind.
Not unless there's
Maybe
a
it's
very
glued
strong
down.
wind. Yeah, it could be glued down.
I can just about see the gramophone.
Mm-hmm. The gramophone shot the knife out.
It's too dark back there. I can't really see anything.
Okay, so you can't see what's happening in the back. That's the
I
doorway
can
that
see
got
the doorway.
that got
It leads
shut
into the
down.
hall. The door itself is on the floor, knocked off its hinges.
Mm-hmm.
You can see right into Flora's room.
Not by
I
accident.
can see behind her. Can't really
Okay, okay. This window?
Is that a window?
There's something up there?
I think it is.
Is there another room above Flora's room?
Oh-ho!
We should check that next time we're over there.
The mystery
It's
thickens.
the tower opposite this one.
Alright, interesting.
Isn't this supposed to be an astronomy telescope?
Exactly. This would have to be...
I'm pretty sure you need to see the sky for
Mhm,
astronomy to work.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it can always point further
I can't move
upwards.
it.
Oh, you can't move it, so it's been
I
set to
think
here.
This is just how it's set up.
Oh. So he's just been
There's
using it to
something about
spy.
Pointer's astronomy habits. Something
Suspicious.
Let's
Suspicious.
ask him about it.
Later. Okay, let's go back. Let's do an order to these things. We'll ask the 2 suspicious things later, but first, let's go over the crime stuff. Let's go over everybody's statements and see. I think more or less they line up. The only thing that's questionable is Felix. How long he spent in Fitz's room. I can't remember exactly what he said, why he went into Fitz's room. But he spent too long in there for whatever he was doing. So maybe, and there is the passageway between Fitz's room and the garden, which we still haven't been to yet. That's one of the things we have to do, is go to the other room and unlock that to get into the garden area. There is the passageway. So if Felix went into Fitz's room, he could have easily crossed to the other side of the tower and, I don't know, done something while he was there. There's a potential for some people to sneak around in this scenario. Also, there is for sure a hidden room here. For sure. I think we need to go to this room and also see if maybe we can find a hidden thing, because there's a wall in this room that somebody said felt warm, and then there's what's ever happening with the aquarium here that I for sure goes upwards. So that's currently where we stand on the mystery, on those things, at least. So, oh, there's another room up there now, because we saw it on the other thing. All right. But first, let's get to to sorting out the statements. Okay, interesting. Question mark, exclamation mark. What is this? A suspect? The mysterious people? All right.
That's all the statements collected. Let's run through them all to see if anything doesn't add up.
To see if anyone's been lying.
That too.
Fitz and I were up in the Moonlight Garden.
Oh, okay, here we go.
I heard this sound. Lasted about 3 seconds.
We're running over the
We
events
thought it was coming from Flora's tower,
in chronological
so we
order.
went up there.
Her door was locked. Nobody was answering. So I made Fitz kick down the door.
Poppy and I went in. Freya was right there.
Oh,
laying on her
together.
back.
I left my tower and headed down towards the Grand Hall.
But
Because he
in
saw
hall,
the
I
things,
spotted Uncle
probably.
Pointer heading down the stairs. I vacated the library, but before I could begin my ascent, Professor Pointer appeared.
I didn't know what to do.
What is
So I
happening with
ran
Felix?
downstairs to get Fifi.
Right, he heard someone heading down. But he didn't hear the scream, or the loud sound that they heard from the garden.
On the door. I ignored it.
But then again, the window
until
was open
someone
here,
began shouting at me.
and the door could have been closed
Eventually,
here.
she let me in.
I spotted Detective Hawkshaw coming out of the library.
He emerged from the Pointer staircase, crossed the hall, and begun up the fellow staircase. As I was passing through the front door, Penelope called out from behind me. I inquired about the professor, and she told me he'd gone up the fellow tower.
I told her what had happened. She didn't believe me. She got angry.
I thought she was playing a trick on me, so I punched her in the face.
I recognized Fiona's voice as well as the voice of my own daughter.
We left the room, and Poppy's father was waiting outside. He followed us upstairs.
This
I
lady
ran up
took
the
a long
stairs,
time to
hoping
cross the room.
Catch up with him, but Felix appeared and blocked my path.
Back in the hallway.
He spent an inordinate amount of time in this guy's room.
Penelope. She was heading up Fellow Tower to find Professor Pointer. So I escorted her.
Poppy left the room for a while. When she came back, she had her father with her, and Fifi too.
Felix and Penny
And this
arrived
guy,
shortly
Fitz,
after
had a
we
long
did.
time
Only
alone
later
to mess
we
with the
heard
crime
racing
scene.
down on the body of poor Freya.
Then I took a sample of the red paint.
Alone,
and
but
finished
also
painting.
with
She took me
Flora,
down
but
to
Flora
the
doesn't
library.
speak, so...
We were in there about 15 minutes.
I quickly decided that I should leave also. I took Penelope with me, and we both went back to our rooms in Pointer Tower.
I wanted to go back to my room, but I realized nobody had told Detective Hawkshaw anything.
An unremarkable hour passed before the gardener finally made his appearance.
I think she was annoyed about being made to wait outside so long. But when I told her about Freya, she fell silent.
That's
Interesting.
disappointing.
What is?
All the statements line up with each other.
They don't just line up. Some of them even seem to specifically confirm each other.
Oh, making alibis and things. Okay, interesting. Shall we run through that one more time?
That's all the statements collected. Let's run through them all to see if anything doesn't add up.
To see if anyone's been lying.
That too.
Fitz and I were up in the Moonlight Garden most of the afternoon.
Okay, the
I heard
Moonlight
this
Garden, even though it's
sound.
during the day.
Lasted about
Because
30
they heard
seconds.
the sound
We
because
thought
the
it
window
was
is
coming
open
from
here.
Flora's
Maybe this
tower,
guy didn't hear the
so
sound
we
because his
went
door
up
was
there.
The
closed.
door was locked.
Felix didn't hear the sound.
Nobody was answering. So I made Fitz kick down the door.
Poppy and I went
Flora
in.
was there
Freya was
kneeling.
right there, laying on her back.
I left my tower and headed down towards the Grand Hall.
But in the hall, I spotted Uncle Pointer heading down the stairs. I vacated the library, but before I could begin my ascent, Professor Pointer appeared.
I didn't
Yeah.
know what to do. So I
This
ran
he
downstairs
hears.
to get Fifi.
I think he heard two
someone heading down the
footsteps.
stairs. Just outside my room.
He heard two footsteps here. Two footsteps heading down the stairs. Remember, there was the first one, and then the second set of footsteps he looked out. So somebody else walked down from this room. We just don't know who. So something's not lining up. I bet you. But the first one footsteps he heard down here were slow and unhurried. So I bet you what happened was whoever murdered them used the garden. No, but they were in the garden. Used this secret room probably. But this person, but Fifi was in the secret room, or was in this room. So if they were connected to get to the other side, she might not have been able to do it. Use the garden as a secret pass, because somebody walked down the staircase. Because I remember Felix said somebody walked down slowly first, and then somebody walked down hurriedly, and then when he looked out, he saw that it's Poppy walking down hurriedly.
Someone began banging on the door. I ignored it until the someone began shouting at me.
Eventually, she let me in.
I spotted Detective Hawkshaw coming out of the library.
He emerged from the Pointer staircase, crossed the hall, and
If
begun
if
up the
Fifi
fellow
walked
staircase.
unhurriedly down the staircase and then just started crying in her room, it could have been her. Well, I need to listen to Felix's statement again.
As I was passing through the front door, Penelope called out from behind me. I inquired about the professor, and she told me he'd gone up the fellow tower.
I told her what had happened. She didn't believe me. She got angry.
I thought she was playing a trick on me, so I punched her in the face.
I recognized Fiona's voice as well as the voice of my own daughter.
We left the room, and Poppy's father was waiting outside. He followed us upstairs.
I ran up the stairs, hoping to catch up with
Okay,
him.
okay, hold on.
Felix appeared and
Felix
blocked my
suddenly
path.
went from this
Back
room to
in the
this room.
hallway, I
How?
bumped into a very
I need to listen to
concerned
Felix's statement again. I
Penelope.
think there's
She
things,
was
a lot
heading
of
up
things are
Fellow
happening here.
Tower to find Professor Pointer. So I escorted her.
Poppy left the room for a while. When she came back, she had her father with her, and Fifi too.
Because Professor Pointer was in this
Penny arrived
hallway,
shortly after
staircase.
A moment later,
Would he have
we were
noticed?
gazing down on the body of poor Freya.
Then I took a sample of the red paint on the unfinished painting.
She took me down to the library. We were in there about 15 minutes.
I quickly decided that I should leave also. I took Penelope with me, and we both went back to our rooms in Pointer Tower.
Where he was
I wanted
observing
to
what
go
was
back
happening
to
in the
my room,
aftermath.
But I realized nobody had told Detective Hawkshaw anything.
An unremarkable
Okay,
hour passed
so
before the garden
both
finally made
Felix
his appearance.
and
I think she was
Fitz,
annoyed about being made to wait outside so long.
were left
when I
alone, I
told
say in
her about
quotation marks.
Freya,
Flora was also
she
there
fell
with the
silent.
painting where they could have toyed with it.
That's
But
disappointing.
by the time that
What
they
is?
took the sample, it
All
was
the
already
statements
blood,
line
so
up
it
with
had
each
to
other.
have been
They don't just
Fitz
line up.
if
Some of them
if
even
he was
seem
the
to
one that
specifically
altered the painting.
confirm each other.
Okay, but I want to listen to Fitz's thing again. Sally, you have anything else to say? Okay, no, that's just going over that. Okay. I just want to look at this real quick. Hold on a second. Yeah, this seems like maybe the head of the sea creature, right? That was, or the dragon that was like down here. It might be too big for that. It seems rather big. But, you know, it could be a thing. Anyway. Let's go talk to Felix about his statement real quick. And then also investigate this mysterious room.